Hi everyone. Um, I just thought I would come on and do a like a vlog. Um, I did a posting yesterday, and you know, thank you to the people who made comments, kind of supporting me, and I really appreciated that more than I can say. Um, and I guess I just wanted, to I don't know if it's make amends for being so emotional yesterday. It wasn't really my intent to be that way. I just couldn't seem to, gather myself any better. It's just, you know, for some reason in the last few days, things have just felt kind of overwhelming. As you can see, I got my hair cut today, and tried to, my stylist made it a little bit darker, trying to make it look a little less sparse, and cut it a little shorter, and you know it it I think it looks better than it has for the last week or a few days. And she was really supportive in terms of, I'm not the only person to experience this, and I'm not going to be the last person to experience it. And mentally I know all those things, and yet emotionally sometimes it's still really difficult. um, so um, I really didn't have much more of a reason than that to tape this today. I just didn't want the last video to kind of hang out there with me kind of starting to tear up towards the end of it. Um, I don't, my illness is just a chronic situation. It's not a terminal uh, disease, but the treatment for it, um, the medications for treatment just have some kind of nasty side effects. And I thought again that I was pretty prepared for that, and yet, when it really starts to happen to you, it feels a lot different than the concept that it might happen to you. Because I think during, that earlier phase, you just tell yourself that you're going to be the exception to the rule, and it'll, everything will be different, how you experience things. So I don't know how much, at what point you might see me come on with a wig or something. I think I have pretty much made a decision to go ahead and, look for one or see into purchasing one, so that I can have it available when I, or if I feel like I need it, and if I feel that, maybe it would just be less fatiguing, um, getting ready in the morning, if I didn't have to also, try to work around the hair issue. And so maybe it would just be uh, a good thing to have it available. I don't know. That was something that, my hairdresser pointed out today, and I really hadn't given that any thought at all. So, I think that's my next step here. And so if one time I happen to uh, do a video, and my hair looks, significantly different, you'll know why. And in the meantime, I'm just going to try to figure out how you get through all these things. I really was sort of um, thought I had noticed last week my eyelashes kind of coming out, but um, it doesn't seem like over the last few days that I've noticed that progressing anymore. So that's a good thing, because I'm not really sure. I, I, I just don't even really know. I mean, you can kind of draw in eyebrows, I guess, if you need to, but I'm not really sure that if you can put false eyelashes on. Um, by themselves. So I just don't know. I don't know what transpires with all of this, but if the medication helps me feel better overall and gets rid of some of the other things that I'm experiencing, then I guess it's the trade-off that you make. So anyway, I didn't want you to think that I was in such totally bad headspace as I seemed to be yesterday. It kind of waxes and wanes over the last few days. I think I was doing pretty good, but the last couple days had just been, exceptionally difficult. So, again, I know this is kind of a ramble, and I guess the title I gave this was Coming to Terms with Change, and I think it really is kind of at the heart of all this is, I think I've always been pretty good about adapting and being flexible and dealing with change, and really have thought of that as a strength. And so the fact that I'm having such struggles dealing with this change just has kind of surprised me, because it's just not my typical response. So I hope that this will be kind of the last Debbie Downer moment here, and that my next videos will be a little more uplifting, and I'll have some positive things to share. I really haven't done much of anything in terms of trying any new makeup techniques or any new makeups. I haven't really done any real purchasing of makeup. I bought some clothes, but that's about all I've done recently. So maybe here shortly I will kind of have some other things to share, and have some makeup, new makeup, or some things like that to share with you guys. If you've got any suggestions or anything, that would be great. Just leave me comments in the space below. And I hope everything's going really well for you and yours, and I hope not to be too terribly long making my next video. And until that time, see you guys.